Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yep, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, we got Just Thought Lounge today in the building. We have the horrific murder of George Cox Jr. You are hilarious. See, you know you're funny, right? You don't think so? I think so. I think she's one of the funniest people on earth. You don't believe so? Why not? I was getting a good laugh off you. And you try not to. It's just funny. But let's go, y'all. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
In the autumn of 2024, investigators in Cleveland, Ohio, faced a bizarre set of circumstances. A son and young father had been missing for over a week. The apartment where he was thought to be living was found cleared out. Both he and all of his belongings vanished, seemingly.
How long you been missing?
Go back to the little missing post.
Let me just start.
In the autumn of 2024, investigators in Cleveland, Ohio, faced a bizarre set of circumstances. A son and young father had been missing for over a week.
So he'd been missing for over a week.
Okay.
The apartment where he was thought to be living was found cleared out. Both he and all of his belongings vanished, seemingly overnight. There were no cameras. In fact, there was no record of the man even living in the building. But what investigators did find were signs that something very sinister had happened inside that apartment.
Went in the door, went in the unit. There's blood all over on the floor. You can see where it's been mopped up all on the floor.
You checked the whole unit, or
Yes,
you
I
walked
walked
in?
through the whole unit. The doors are locked. So,
Okay.
That's crazy.
Hi there, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Just Thought Lounge. Today's case is a recent one out of Ohio. The story of a murder with some missing pieces, and of a perpetrator so confident they believed they could talk their way out of suspicion. Let's take a look. On November 8th, 2024, Sonia Calloway contacted the Cleveland PD to report that her 32-year-old son, George Cox, known as June, was missing. His last known communication had been in late October, after which his phone appeared to have been disconnected. Calls went straight to voicemail. George's father, George Cox Sr., spoke with his son most days. Deeply concerned, he had traveled to Ohio from Detroit to meet with detectives outside of an apartment building on Bosworth Avenue, his son's last known address. George Jr.'s phone location, shared with his father, last pinged near his building on October 19th, the last day anyone had heard from him.
I ain't gonna lie, it's still... We just now getting everything involved. It's mid-November, you know? Last time y'all heard from him, mid-October, it's almost a month.
Oh, did they say?
October 19th was the last time they heard from him, right? On the missing flyer? Where 210? October 18th.
Last seen October 18th.
Last time his phone ping was October 19th, but now the body cam is November the 12th. That's too long for me to, you know what I'm saying, be waiting.
Yeah.
we went and talked to the people at the bar. He said he do have a camera that's facing his way and that they running the footage back from the date that we gave him. But then the guy said he about 99% sure on the 20th he saw a small U-Haul here, which was the next day after his last known location was here.
George Sr. had already been into his son's apartment. The door was left unlocked. Inside, it had been cleared out. George, along with all of his belongings, had vanished. Though the apartment was nearly void of furniture, there may have been something left behind. Remnants of a cleanup.
Went in the door, went in the unit. It's blood all over on the floor. You can see where it's been mopped up all on the floor.
You checked the whole unit? Or
Yeah, that's the thing. When people think about, like, when they commit crimes and stuff like this, there's no way you finna go and clean up.
Oh, you
Like,
think you think in your head, you think you're doing something.
Yeah,
But
like,
you're not.
because especially when blood sits, blood is very thick in color and texture, right? And so it stains, similar to like iodine. Iodine gets in and it stains into whatever, and it takes a long period of time to really get it out. So blood seep into a floor that amount, because you got to think about it. It ain't just blood. Blood is not just liquid.
Stuff gets on walls and cracks of things.
You know, like,
I walked through the whole unit. The door is unlocked. It's open.
Okay.
Detectives made their way inside. The apartment door was ajar. Entering the unit, detectives found it nearly empty. A sofa, its cushions removed, sat in the living room. A matching footstool, also missing its cushion, was in the middle of the room. A small table remained in the corner, and another by the entrance to the hallway. Random items had been left out in the kitchen. That George had moved out of his home abruptly and had since ceased all communication with family was unsettling. What detectives spotted on the floor of the living room was even more disturbing. Just as George Sr. had stated, detectives spotted suspected blood on the floors, the baseboards, and the walls.
I see what you saw. What's that? I see what you saw.
Upon closer inspection, it appeared that the cleanup was not isolated to the living room. There were smaller spatter stains, coupled with larger areas that had been partially cleaned in the hallway, on internal doorknobs, and by the front door. They told the story of a severe injury, an attack that moved around the whole of the apartment.
I mean, look at that. It's smeared for sure. I left my light. Oh, yeah.
Detectives called back to the station. George's missing persons case was about to be recategorized as a homicide.
There was some questionable stuff over here. There's no question about it.
It's questionable. Let's just do it. Yeah, that looks good to me.
All right, and then we also have the couch. The wall looks cleaned behind the couch.
Your phone. Okay.
All right, and then there's a spot over here.
Yeah.
So I kind of think, yeah, I mean, you can see all these.
That's so for
You can see it all over the place.
Yeah. So I think we need to.
did anybody else live there? Nobody heard anything?
Seen anything?
Luminol
Y'all seen
testing
anyone move?
later revealed a horrific scene.
Oh my god. Oh my
Detectives
gosh.
stated that the apartment lit up worse than a Christmas tree, more like the Northern Lights, though this analogy hardly suited the dire circumstances.
I think that's one of the.
There were few leads.
You said what?
I would say I'm just thinking like I would just say the most recent ones that we've done that have like tested and we've like seen. I think that's one of the worst ones that I can remember like off the top of my head.
The most pressing was connecting with George's girlfriend, Diamond Vaden. According to his family, the two had lived together at that apartment on Bosworth Avenue. Their relationship was a rocky one. The only problem was neither of their names were on the lease for the unit. There was no record of the two living there, only the recollection of the landlord.
So I was able to get the leaseholder. Well, I talked to the manager. That was the management up here. Cameras don't work upstairs. Diamond, he's, in his words, is this guy Ezekiel, who is the leaseholder's girlfriend, who's not really supposed to be here. Ezekiel's in prison right now. I'm going to look, the mail's stacked up. His name's on there. So he's the actual leaseholder through like Eden, like a CMHA program. And
well, I just got the phone with her. She goes, we're at the wrong apartment. She lives at 3688 Bosworth.
It seems that the bloodied unit was the home of a man named Ezekiel.
George, did you ever meet your son here before? I'm being told it's the wrong address. Yeah.
Being told it's wrong.
Yeah. It's right down the road.
You went in that apartment.
Yeah. So you never came here before and saw him?
Yes. My ex just brought my granddaughter here. She took me in the unit and said, yeah, this is the apartment. This is where the bed was. This is this. One of the
Who
two.
took you in there?
My granddaughter.
Your granddaughter.
Yeah.
Today.
Today. That's when I called the other guy.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I came in here, man. He was like, hey.
Hang in here. We're going to run down here to where she allegedly is at. All right?
This is some.
Diamond was found at her home on Bosworth, just down the street. She was waiting outside for them with her mother.
Not really, but I guess.
That's the one that was on the Instagram.
What's on the report?
I stay here though.
With who?
I stay here with my friend. I can confirm it.
Okay, yeah, let's go in your apartment real quick.
No problem.
Does George live here?
No, but he was in my space.
Well, where's George live?
George lived with his sister in Euclid.
George lives with his sister and you.
Yeah.
But you mean he comes and stays there with you?
He comes, but he don't have any clothes here. He don't have any clothes here.
He doesn't have any clothes here?
No. My friends stay here with me, but he don't have any clothes here. We just have my room where he be at.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
That is
As
so
a girlfriend,
weird.
Jordan don't stay here. He ain't got no clothes here.
He ain't got no clothes here. I stay with my friend. He stayed with his sister. Like, what?
I don't like her responses. What about you?
It's just very fishy, very suspicious. I'll say that. Yeah, that's all I could say right now.
That's your mom? Okay.
Diamond Vaden and George Cox Jr. had been dating for roughly 4 years before he went missing. They did not share any children, though each had a child from a previous relationship. Family members on both sides referred to the relationship as toxic. They argued frequently, and their disagreements could turn physical. Indeed, George had a lengthy record of arrests, which included reported incidents of abuse with his previous girlfriend. Diamond, however, insisted that this behavior was not present in her relationship with George. She dismissed physical altercations that had taken place as insignificant. She characterized their romance as passionate as opposed to violent.
We have had times where we fought, of course. We didn't disagree on a lot of things, but we worked. And he was like the best.
Hold on. Because they said the spot came back to Ezekiel, the other spot.
Yes, which Ezekiel.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Which it sounds like it's her pimp. Because he said she is his whore.
I did. I read that, but I thought it just kind of picked up wrong, so I ignored it.
No. This
I
Kevin.
seen it because it was
this
like
Kevin.
I was like, oh, that must be wrong. He didn't say that, but yeah.
So, but you've been.
But Ezekiel locked up. Remember that.
But how long has he been locked up? For her to been dating George. For her to have dating George for 4 years. How long has Ezekiel been locked up?
And I'm asking you a question. Is Ezekiel still locked up, or was he
Supposedly,
previously? Okay.
supposedly he's still incarcerated. Supposedly.
Yeah.
We don't know for a factual.
Boyfriend I ever had.
Because he's got a long history of domestic violence.
And that's what his
Not against you.
That's what his baby mother.
Yeah.
It's not with me.
A lot of questionable.
It's not with me.
Okay.
Me and him didn't get to that point.
Diamond last saw George around October 18th when he left her place on foot to meet with a friend. Over the following days, she called his cell phone several times. Each attempt to reach him went straight to voicemail. Eventually, Diamond made contact with a friend of George's, who she said confirmed that he had been arrested and was in custody out of state awaiting extradition.
Huh?
Indeed, rumors had been circulating that this was the case, supported by the widely known fact that George had out-of-state warrants for various nonviolent offenses. These rumors delayed and confused the search for him in the days immediately following his last communication. Cleveland PD could now confirm, however, that he was not, in fact, being held in custody anywhere in the country.
What do you think happened to George?
To be honest, I think he okay. I don't think nothing happened to him.
No?
No, because why would somebody do something to him now?
Well, that was going to be my next question. Would anybody want to do anything?
No, if anything, God,
Why ever?
Jail.
Why ever? Right. You keep saying why now?
God, he get out of jail. He meet guys, kick it out here on the streets. Don't really get to know them. Always call.
So he wouldn't have come across somebody that he maybe was fighting a lot or had arguments with, or
No, not. But you want to know what?
Well,
He would tell me that he got cool with somebody that threatened his mom. And I was like, why would you do that? Anybody threaten my mom, I wouldn't deal with them.
So you don't know of him having any issues prior to him going missing where he was arguing with people, maybe he pissed somebody off?
Nah, with his dad. His brother said he do have a problem with when they drinking. You know, he do have a problem with police officer. When they arrest him, he's crazy. Okay, he gets into arguments with people.
When he's drinking. So he's a bad drunk.
Even when he's irritated that the Wi-Fi not on.
Yeah.
He mad.
Has George ever been diagnosed with any mental health issues?
I'm not sure. I always thought my baby was just crazy in love for me.
Yeah. Well, he might be. Don't rule it out.
That is just so like what?
Pay attention to verbiage.
I just thought my baby was
past tense.
I just thought my baby was crazy in love. I just thought my baby.
I just think my baby is crazy in love with me.
I just thought my baby was crazy in love with me. Oh, I just thought it's give. Oh, okay. Now I always thought my baby was crazy.
Thought past tense was past tense.
I just always
pay attention to verbiage. Pay attention to verbiage.
It's crazy in love for me.
Yeah. Well, he might be. Don't rule it out. What about you?
While Diamond downplayed George's behavior, her mother refused. She told detectives about George's temper and times in which he had lashed out and destroyed property. During one incident, she claimed that George had broken every window in her car.
Once she met this guy, my daughter's life whole changed. She cut everybody out. It was just her and him.
Yeah.
Then it got to the point where she wanted to come over and see my grandson, but she had this dude with her. And I said no. This guy would literally, because I wouldn't let her come to the house, he would come, bust all my house windows out, bust all my car windows out.
What you doing?
And I just couldn't deal with her. And it hurt.
What you doing with this guy?
What she was doing with this guy, he was just toxic.
In the beginning, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying?
He was always toxic to us.
It's always good in the beginning.
The conversation with Diamond and her mother was potentially revealing of George's character. Detectives were left with questions relating to what kind of trouble George Cox Jr. could have found himself in, or what dangerous circumstances his temper had landed him in.
Well, you know what? That's what I'm saying. This young man was doing all kind of
Yeah.
He was having gunfights. He was in the streets. He was jacking people.
Yeah.
He ain't obeying the law. He has no respect for authority. It's just awful. He had no respect for me. So I didn't understand how he cared for her. They was very toxic.
Yeah.
They fought.
Yeah.
They did.
So he beat her up.
Absolutely.
There were also other considerations. First, that the landlord, a man named Joe Facino, who owned the building with the bloody apartment at 3644 Bosworth, claimed to know Diamond Vaden. He said that she had been living in apartment 201 with George. Diamond, conversely, insisted that she had never once even stepped foot inside the building. She did not know anyone named Ezekiel and had no connection to the crime scene.
Wow.
There were no working cameras to contradict that claim.
And that's the reason why, as a landlord, you got to get your shit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because this can be hit with you with it. Because technically, if you, want me to tell you what it screams out with him? I don't give a fuck who living here as long as you pay the bills.
Yep.
I don't like that.
As long as you're rent on time.
I don't like landlords like that. Because also you put others in harm's way too. Because now we don't have any trace backing.
You don't have no paperwork.
Paperwork,
You have
yeah.
nothing. You just got people staying up in here. If you're
Yeah.
gonna have cameras, make sure they working at all times.
Especially if you're gonna be doing it like that. Just as
Yeah.
long as you pay, I don't care who here. As long as the check keeps clearing.
You never been down there?
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure.
They know who you are. And they said you've been going in there after this guy was in jail.
Well, who? George?
Whoever owns that apartment.
Oh, I don't know.
Ezekiel owns that apartment. Right?
I don't know who Ezekiel is.
But they said he's in jail and that you've been in and out of that apartment.
And I have keys here. I don't have keys.
I know.
Yeah, it don't make sense. That's why I thought at first I told my mom.
You're not going down there to party?
I'm not. I promise you. I'm not.
Diamond explained that both 3644 and her building at 3688 were owned by the same person. The landlord simply confused the location where he had seen her, she said. Perhaps the landlord's claim that Diamond had been living in the apartment that was now
I ain't gonna hold you. A landlord ain't gonna he ain't gonna fuck that one up. No. Not confusing. No. You think he gonna confuse that?
No, but he sucks.
But he's not gonna confuse that.
He needs to have his stuff together. Like if you're gonna be owning it, make sure all your stuff is up to code. Make sure your cameras is working. Make sure you own your stuff. Know who your people are that's staying and coming and going. Like
it's business.
Active crime scene could be explained away by a mistaken recollection. But what happened next set things straight.
Come on.
Only minutes following her interview with detectives, Diamond called Facino, the landlord. She connected with him while he was actively on the phone with the detectives who had just interviewed her. They were seeking to verify her story. She was looking to reinforce it. Facino promptly and covertly looped detectives into a three-way call. Listening in, they heard Diamond tell him a story about who he could say cleaned out apartment 201. She also told him, I ain't got nothing to say, and you don't either.
What?
It was very clear Diamond was lying about where she lived, and she definitely had something to hide.
Yep.
Damn, when you got the call?
2 days after the discovery of the scene at 3644 Bosworth, Diamond Vaden was invited into the station for a formal interview.
This is our interview room, so.
Did you guys have lunch today?
Girl.
Did you guys have lunch?
Did you guys have lunch today?
Oh, I'll tell you one thing.
Boy, it's the way she even hold. Did you guys have lunch today? See,
Today?
Hell no.
In the intervening days, the crime scene had been processed. Tests showed that the luminol markings in the apartment were in fact blood. Whether it was a match to George Jr. was still undetermined.
You called Joe.
Yeah, I called Joe.
We were on that call.
Yeah, I called Joe.
Yeah, but we were on the call.
Yeah.
And listened to the
that?
call.
Or you talking about,
And you told him specifically not to tell police about you guys staying in that apartment in 201.
Me?
Yes.
Girl, they hurt you.
Well, I don't know. I probably did, but I never actually stayed there.
I can understand you wanting to distance yourself from the apartment because we also know something really bad went down in that apartment.
Oh, yeah.
So we're kind of in a really bad spot right now for you, right? Where you need to.
I'm being honest.
At this point, you kind of be fully truthful.
Yeah, I'm being fully truthful.
And we need to know about the bad thing that happened in that apartment.
What happened in the apartment?
That's what we're here to find.
And that's what I'm trying to
We don't
find.
know the specifics, but we can tell you that something very bad happened in that apartment.
Well, I don't know.
Have you ever seen, you watch true crime shows ever?
I watch First 48.
Okay. Are you familiar with luminol or blue star,
No.
things like those? Okay, so those are chemicals that we use to detect the presence of blood even after it's been cleaned up.
Okay.
And the living room in that.
You work in a nursing field. When you know about certain stuff like that?
I don't know what she does.
even at the Lord, like.
I'm just saying, I don't know what she does or what she knows.
So if I call your sister right now, would she know?
My sister knows a lot of things.
I call your brother because I'm your brother. Probably he's nonchalant. I feel like he'll be like, oh.
He'll be like, that stuff they be using.
Yeah, I know about that. But at first he was, no, what is this?
Yeah. Apartment blows like a Christmas tree.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's an apartment that you've been very, very thoughtful about keeping your name away from.
Well, I don't have any proof that I stayed there. You know what I'm saying? That was in my apartment.
What we've done with that apartment is we collected swabs from everywhere. Okay, from door handles, bathroom fixtures, from closet doors, hallways, kitchen, appliances, and we collect DNA from all of those places, right? Unquestionably, your DNA will come back to that apartment.
Oh yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Not all, yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah,
No,
it
all,
will.
No, it
or
was,
all yeah.
No,
it was the all yeah.
It's all yeah. My DNA would come back.
But it shouldn't come back because you said you never been in that apartment and you don't know anything about that apartment.
Yeah.
When it does, and you've not been forthright about being in there, it's going to make you a number one suspect for anything that happens.
Well, I'm ready for any results that you guys have because I've been truthful. If that wasn't the case, I wouldn't.
The problem is you're not being truthful about staying in that apartment because we have a dozen witnesses that will say that you were staying in that apartment.
Well, at the end of the day, witnesses is going to say what they think and what they know because they've seen us out there. They've seen us.
No. You're saying that they may have seen you at the Bosworth Tavern in the front of the building.
Yeah.
These people say that you were staying in that apartment with George.
Okay, so people know George around there?
And they're going to be 12 to 1.
Okay.
That you were there, and then we're going to have your DNA in this place.
Okay.
And your W-2.
Yeah.
There's paperwork with your name on it in this apartment.
Well, I know he
and your diary.
Yeah, your
diary is in here.
Yeah, he used to scam and do everything, so.
Girl, what does that have to...
Investigators had not only processed the scene, they had searched the second apartment on Bosworth where Diamond was now staying, the home she claimed to have lived in for the previous 8 months. It was leased to a man named William Rogers, who gave investigators full access.
Oh, these men.
Damn, that's what I'm saying. You think he spelled it wrong? You think it was
Don't think what?
little whore?
Oh, no.
Yeah, so
second apartment leased to William.
So you think she a little whore?
So she's staying with William. Well, she claims she's been staying with William for the past 8 months.
What? So hold on, where's William? Because it sounds like a bunch of dudes got these spots, but ain't none of them living there. She sounds like a little.
Well, William around. Okay, babe.
A handful of items were seized for testing. A mop and bucket with suspected blood. A pair of purple slides from a bedroom closet. A black and silver Ruger.
Hold on, how you are that dumb that you clean up all this stuff and your dumb ass still don't get rid of that cleaning shit?
Mm-hmm.
You that slow? Are you that slow?
Sometimes I just think some people be like super like cocky and arrogant. They feel like they don't cross every T, dotted every I.
This is.
I know, but they feel like it was what you felt like it wasn't going to link back to you because your name is nowhere.
And even if you use this over and over again, these are microfibers. There's gonna be blood twisted, embedded into those microfibers. You can never get out. They can tear that bitch all the way up and find a little speck of blood to trace it back. Y'all slow.
A pair of purple slides from a bedroom closet. A black and silver Ruger handgun located under a mattress, as well as a pair of black Hunter brand boots, which sat out in the living room. It was the final pair of boots that held the most interest. Once again, luminol testing revealed what the naked eye could not detect.
And we collected some boots that belong to you from that apartment. Okay. And they have a good amount of blood on them.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Not all.
So I think at this point, again, I can't tell you exactly what happened. I don't know exactly.
I don't think that's what I'm saying, but
we are headed very quickly to figuring that out.
You guys can go to Will's house. He don't mind.
We're there right now.
They're
We're done.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you understand me?
Okay. Yeah.
We've collected boots. Okay. We collected a revolver.
Slow for me.
Oh, yeah, that must have been his.
And we've collected some cleaning supplies and a mop. But most importantly, these that are your size, not Will's size, with a lot of blood on them. When it does turn out to be his blood,
Yes, sir.
what is going to be the excuse for that?
It's not gonna be no excuse, cause I don't think that his blood was on any of my boots or anything. Because
She thinks she has gotten
She
rid
do.
of
I'm
this.
telling you, she is super like.
It be these slow motherfuckers.
She
though.
really think like, oh,
It be
I made
these.
sure I covered my tail. You ain't gonna find nothing.
It be
That's how
these.
she acting.
no, I would never hurt him.
Well, I'm not saying that you did hurt him, but it seems like maybe you were part of cleaning up somebody
Yeah.
who hurt him.
No, I wasn't part of it. I haven't worn those boots in so long.
I think the bottom line is here, there are just way too many things pointing to your involvement in
Yeah, of
this.
course. That's how it is because I was close to him.
No.
No.
Close to him.
It's not because you're close to him, it's because of all the things that we just pointed out to you.
Oh, right.
You've been lying to us about your association with that apartment.
I never stayed there though.
Unfortunately, it's starting to look a lot like you had something to do with it.
I did not.
And I'm not telling you what it is that happened in that apartment, but I'm telling you that we know that something happened in that apartment, and we're getting very close to figuring it out. And
Okay.
you want to get ahead of that.
Yes, of course.
Diamond agreed to a buccal swab for DNA testing. She also agreed to hand over her cell phone for investigators to extract the data.
She kills me, bro. Like, oh man. When we be
I just want to know why.
true.
I want to know why.
On May 16, 2025, kayakers on the
May 16th, 2025. How many months is that? 6, 7?
May 16th,
About
20,
6 to 7 months later. I'm saying from his death. What's it, about 7?
6? Oh,
May's
hold
already
on.
5.
Hold on, be quiet so I can think.
6 to 7.
Yeah, 6.
6 to 7. October, November.
Oh well,
December.
we're doing October. Last scene, you right?
Last scene, 'cause
You
he
right,
died-
you
he
right.
died in October.
I was doing from November.
Yeah.
So,
But still 6 to 7 months.
6, yeah, 6 to 7, 6.5, something like that. Yeah.
Huron River in Erie County caught sight of what appeared to be a human body, wrapped in a blanket, floating in the water.
The Huron Fire Department was eventually able to recover the remains from this marsh area. It was a tough job because of the location where the body was at.
It was roughly 1,000 feet from the State Route 2 bridge and had come to rest next to some vegetation.
The body was wrapped in a bed sheet and had ropes tied around it, both near the feet and also near the waist area. Now, those bindings were not very tight, but again, the fact that there were ropes wrapped around it in a bed sheet, certainly could indicate that there was some foul play. It was pretty significantly decomposed. The coroner's office is able to tell us it's the body of a black male. They believe 20s to 30s, but that's kind of a rough estimate at this point.
The body was recovered and sent to the Lucas County Coroner's Office for examination. Testing confirmed they had located George Cox Jr. The medical examiner wrote that the clandestine nature of the body's disposal suggested non-natural causes. Furthermore, the police investigation to that point indicated a violent death. Yet, with the time that had passed, the autopsy was limited. Both the cause and manner of death was ruled undetermined. Where the autopsy failed to reveal a full picture, the data from Diamond Vaden's phone filled in the gaps. Though her searches had been deleted, her browsing history was nonetheless recovered. It told the story of George's murder. George was last seen on October 18th and spoke with his mother on the morning of the 19th. By just past 12:30 a.m. on October 20th, Diamond was accessing pages on the question and answer platform Quora, then Reddit. She read a response to the query, "What are the chances to survive in real life if you get stabbed in the abdomen multiple times?" 15 minutes passed before she accessed answers to the question, "If someone is stabbed with a knife or similar foreign objects, is it advisable to pull it out from the body or leave it in?" 2 minutes later at 12:54 a.m., casual question, "If someone gets stabbed, which wounds are directly fatal and which are not?" Also incriminating was her activity in the aftermath. On November 6th, she twice accessed an article about a body found in a body of water. It was entitled, "33-year-old man who went missing, found dead in river." With an arrest warrant for murder in hand, investigators located Diamond living at a new address with a new boyfriend. His name was Emmanuel.
Oh my
Messages
gosh.
between them recorded her threatening him. After he failed to return her calls, she wrote, "You're going to be missing next."
Not the next.
Oh, this bitch crazy.
So how many times has she possibly done this? That's all I'm saying.
Help a sister out.
You can be getting entangled. Seeing the entanglement.
This is
with her
wild.
cord. So what is the legit reason though?
You know, she made that comment. What did she say? I thought that he was
Crazy in love with me.
crazy in love with me. Was he talking? Did you find out he was talking to someone else or something? Cause just making that statement.
Just sipping my tea.
No, for real. Just making that statement. I was like I thought he was crazy in love with me. Oh, crazy in love for me. That's what she said. Crazy in love for me. But I was like, was he talking to someone else and you found out, or were you just, or did you want to move on for some? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Like,
not kind of weird.
Well, it's not kind of. It is weird. The verbiage was weird.
Yeah.
Diamond Vaden agreed to speak with investigators once more. Testing had since confirmed that the blood found in the apartment and on the Hunter boots seized from Diamond's residence was in fact a match to George. Investigators had also uncovered text messages.
Also, the way she killed him, because she didn't use the gun. That's why she was. That's why she was.
That must have been he.
She said, "Oh yeah, that's his, because y'all ain't got no murder weapon for me." But because that gun, I ain't used the gun, so y'all don't even know how he died. Also, you got to think about the reason why he. Oh, I just thought about this. But the reason why there's so much blood, she stabbed him, and she stabbed him in the abdomen, and in the gut area. Also, that shows that he got up and trying to move and go around the house, being stabbed in the stomach, which he's fumbling around, and she probably stabbed him multiple times in the abdomen. So he's leaking blood all over the place.
And then what you trying to clean up with a mop, you smearing it everywhere as well. So, but I agree with you.
Was in fact a match to George. Investigators had also uncovered text messages between Diamond and Eden, the housing support nonprofit through which her ex-boyfriend Ezekiel had leased the unit. Pretending to be Ezekiel's sister, she had acquired a set of keys to the home. Then she and George had moved in.
Why are you pretending to be Ezekiel's sister?
What do you mean? Who told you that?
I got the text messages from Eden that you're having people.
You know I'm not his sister.
You know, I know. Why are you going to tell that? And you also told the landlord that as well. Okay, why? Why were you doing that? Just to stay in the apartment for free?
No, I wasn't saying that. I was just trying to get an apartment. That's what I was saying.
Diamond continued to refuse that she had any connection to the apartment at 3644. She was confronted with the evidence from her phone data and dismissed it. There was one final piece of clear evidence. A matching sheet to the fitted one found with George in the river was located in the house search of Diamond's apartment.
When you went in your phone on the night of October 19th, okay, and you had a bunch of Google searches. Well, you deleted a lot of the Google searches, but you didn't delete the pages, okay? So why are you Googling things like, how long does it take? Should you remove a knife after stabbing somebody in the stomach? Why would you be Googling something like that?
I don't always just Google like that. I Googled some weird the other day.
I'm laughing because it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense.
You know, how long should you remove the knife or leave it in?
I don't remember saying that.
Well, you did.
We didn't say it.
You searched
it. They have it.
And George is found in the sheet out, in the river.
I don't have to wrap anybody up in the shit.
You do.
I don't have to do that. I have a brother that I love truly. I don't have to do that. And that's somebody's brother. And at the end of the day, that's. I don't have to do that. I don't have to.
But who helped her? Because she didn't do it by
kill
herself.
anybody. And I don't have to.
There's no way her ass killed him, moved the body to dump in a river and unload that whole house by herself. There's absolutely no way she did all that by herself. Somebody helped her.
Well, they did say they seen a U-Haul, right?
Yes.
Did you see who was? Could she have put his body in something and have what's the little thing? The little dolly. The little dolly and moved him. He's 5'5", 160 pounds. I know it's dead weight and stuff like that. I'm just wondering. Somebody could have helped her. But I also don't put things past people. Like some girl be a little strong. Like I ain't put nothing past nobody. Like that she didn't do it on her own. But she could have had help.
She finna move all that furniture up out that house by herself too?
Now I don't think that. But I'm saying, but I do want. Listen,
you think she finna pick up a dead body, weight, and throw him in the river?
See, I don't think that. So I do think that she had help. So it's giving me, did William help her? Because he sure let you come to his house and stay and bring all this stuff.
Or her new boyfriend, Emmanuel.
Well, Emmanuel, it could have been Emmanuel. I don't know how long they've been together.
She a whore. Hell, she probably...
Was it a new boyfriend?
She probably popped it for somebody to help them. I'll give you some if you help me.
Yeah, it's giving it. Like, she could...
And a junkie will do whatever.
Yeah, I do wonder who helped her. Because cleaning that apartment out, furniture, all that, moving him, throwing him in the water, like, that's a lot.
And you didn't get caught? That's a lot.
Well, you did. I don't know if you had to, but you did.
Making no progress, detectives moved on to questions about the cleanup. How had she managed to remove George from the apartment, transport and dispose of him in the river, and clean out the entire home in 2 days? She must have had help.
There we go.
So I tell you, you are by yourself. I know. Okay.
Wait, so I did something and I was with someone?
I think you had help. I think you had help. Somebody helped you clean up. Somebody helped you. You called somebody afterwards. Somebody came there, like, because his body is not there. So somebody helped. And that's how you help yourself out. I mean, that's all. This is where we go. We interview. I talk to you, and then I go back to the prosecutor and say, listen, we talked about it. She understands. She feels remorse. Bad. She has told us about. She's willing to work with us on who else is involved, blah blah blah. And that's how we get a little sympathy, a little bit of movement with the prosecutors.
Right. But
you know what I mean?
I didn't be wrong. I didn't think that it would come to this point, honestly.
Eventually, Diamond Vaden did admit her guilt. After she was indicted in the summer of 2025 on 2 counts of murder, felonious assault, and 1 count of tampering with evidence and abuse of a corpse, she opted to accept a guilty plea on 1 count of involuntary manslaughter, in addition to the lesser charges. A condition of her plea was to name the individuals who assisted her in the cleanup of the crime scene and disposal of George's body in the river. She offered 2 names. The first was her roommate, William, and the second, a man named Donald, who was known around the area of Bosworth. Though efforts were made to verify Diamond's accusations against her alleged accomplices, no charges were ever filed against either man.
I wouldn't worked on a plea deal then. To fuck.
Diamond's
That
sentencing
sucks.
hearing took place on March 11th, 2026. George Cox Sr. offered a victim impact statement to the court.
That's a slow ass.
You know, when we first realized George was missing, I reached out to the defendant and spoke with her. She told me, she said, Dad, I would never do anything to hurt George. She called me Dad, knowing that my son was floating in the river somewhere with his body just decomposed, knowing that he had been hog-tied, wrapped in a sheet, drove an hour and 15 minutes away, and thrown in the water like he was just garbage and trash. And just to concur with Candy said, he wasn't trash. He was a son. He was a father. He was a nephew. He was a brother. He was a friend. He was a lot of things. May not have been perfect, but who is? But he definitely didn't deserve to die like that.
When Diamond was offered an opportunity to speak, she offered a vague apology for what she called an unfortunate circumstance. There was no mention of what specifically motivated her to murder George Cox Jr.
You said that you were truly very sorry for what happened to George. What happened to George?
George died. So, like my lawyer told me, she didn't want me to make it about me, but I felt that it would be better if I was to.
How did he die? What happened?
He was beat up and he was stabbed.
Oh.
Beat up and he was stabbed. You didn't beat him up.
No. Not by yourself.
Not by yourself, boo. You probably beat him up with someone, but you didn't do it by yourself.
You know what it is? Not only was she dating George, she was dating William and all these other men.
And whoever else.
Because she a what?
A whore.
Thank you. That's exactly what she was.
A dirty, low down.
And she a cheap hoe at that. These
So,
little broke.
William
They
and
got
Donald.
away. They got away with
Donald,
murder.
whoever this Donald is. Y'all done got away because if he was beat up and stabbed, all of this is occurring.
They
with,
beat him
with
up, and while he was down, you stabbed him.
And everyone
that's
was
why
there.
blood is
Every
all over the
single
house.
person need to be held responsible. Y'all shouldn't have gave her no plea. Involuntary. No.
That's
That's
premeditated. murder.
premeditated. What are we talking about?
And y'all, just give it up, and so we can convict everybody. We'll work a deal.
But then don't even go through with making sure everyone is
Y'all
convicted.
had enough evidence on her. Y'all got her. The confession didn't help nothing else out.
By
By me.
asking if somebody was stabbed in the abdomen, how long it would take them to survive? Was he alive after you had stabbed him in the abdomen? And he was bleeding out? So you had an opportunity to call 911 on his behalf?
Did the bitch just say my bad?
Did she say my bad? I think I have kind of.
No, look at the lips. Because she.
And he was bleeding out? So you had an opportunity to call 911 on his behalf? The detective said
It sounded like she said my bad, yes.
that there's blood all over the house. Did he go to different areas of the house while he was bleeding?
He just told me to save him, try to save him.
And why didn't you?
Save him?
He's asking, he's bleeding out, there's blood all over the house. This has taken a long period of time. You've Google searched, how long does it take someone to die after being stabbed in the abdomen multiple times?
Just panic. I panicked.
That is not panic.
That's the excuse.
You would rather have seen him die then than get help? This was your Google search, right? How long does it take someone to die? Yes?
Despite her confession, half-hearted apology, and claims of panic, the judge rejected leniency. He pointed to the callous searches made on her phone while George was dying, followed by her coordination with at least one accomplice to bind, transport, and dump his body. Her lies to family and police in the weeks that followed were interpreted as signs of her lacking any remorse. Diamond Vaden was sentenced to a minimum prison term of 19 years and 7 months. The maximum term she will serve is just over 25 years, followed by post-release supervision.
Hold on. My bad, y'all. Sorry.
Any remorse. Diamond Vaden was sentenced to a minimum prison term of 19 years and 7 months. The maximum term she will serve is just over 25 years, followed by post-release supervision.
Man, fuck y'all.
And that was the tragic case of George Cox Jr. Thank you.
Man, fuck y'all, bro. That is not, like you said, that's not justice.
That's not justice for me.
Because honestly, if roles were reversed and he had did that to her, y'all would 100% gave him life.
And the fact that y'all didn't make sure and try to seek these people that helped her and make sure that because they was there when all this happened.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think it was just William. I think she just throwing in extra names, me personally.
Okay, well, whoever was there when it happened and helped through and through from the beginning to the end. Because she young. She still, she like in her 30s? Yeah. She still has the out day. She's still going to get out and be like, that's no justice, bro.
Yeah.
But rest in peace to George and my condolences to his family.
Yeah. Y'all spam us up, man. Let us know y'all thoughts in the comments for us down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. It says
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
We are.
Ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar.